Hi, we're the Century, and this is Give Me a Pick. One of those.
Hi everyone, I'm Angela, this is Give Me a Pick, and I'm here with this Century. Hi guys,
Hola.
how's the day going?
Good.
It's fantastic.
It's been a great day.
You played yesterday in Barcelona.
We sure did. It was pretty much one of the, well, I wouldn't say the craziest, but one of the craziest shows I think we've ever played.
Why was that?
Just the energy was wild.
Yeah, the fans are awesome.
Singing our songs in Barcelona, that is crazy. Like, you never think that someone would sing your song
Across the world.
Yeah, it's wild.
Do you expect to have so many fans here?
No.
Not at all. And it's cool because we went outside earlier today and there were people like requesting songs, and that's wild to actually not only know the songs but like want specific songs and stuff like that. So it was really cool.
But I've heard that you have fans in other places of the world. For example, in Philippines, in Manila, you had 2 songs in the top charts there, right?
Yeah, we played there recently.
Yeah. And were you surprised when this happened? Did you expect? Why do you think this happened?
I think it was just kind of a random occurrence, and all of a sudden they started playing on the radio, and it just caught on. So
it was so funny. My mom, I was the one who told me that it was on because she's very into the looking up videos and all that stuff, and she found this person who had posted a YouTube video that showed that like they had played our song on the station, and then she told me about it, and then it was like this whole thing where it was like, oh wow, they're playing the song, and it was like, oh, that's cool, but like, you know, they'll never play it again. And then all of a sudden kids started requesting it, and then it went to #1, and then we did another song, and then it went to #1, and it was just like this very organic, bizarre thing like that you don't ever expect to happen. And then we were, you know, a year later we're playing in the Philippines.
We had a great street team also that kind of formed at the same time.
And what other places would you like to play?
Australia would be wonderful.
Japan.
Japan would be
all
wonderful.
the dates that we're playing on this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean, to like, I cannot tell you that in my wildest dreams I think that I would be playing to people in Madrid right now. Like,
really?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem real because it's so far away, and you're just like, how could I possibly be playing music in Madrid? And then we're here right now, so
that's great.
It's really cool.
And you're here touring with the Main?
Yes.
But you've previously toured with other great bands like Good Charlotte or Forever the Sickest Kids. What do you think you have learned? There's something you have learned from other bands you've toured with before?
What we learned from other bands? You know, touring is like a lot about what not to do, I think.
Yeah.
Not to do. Why? Why is that?
Well, because you see, like, you watch other bands who have done it a lot longer than you, and you see what they're doing, that after several years, like, you learn to do things a certain way. Sorry, give me a pick. You learn to do things a certain way, and you have to kind of just watch what they do and make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. And that's, you know, I think the most important thing that you can learn from other bands is like watch what they do right and try and absorb some of that so that you can sustain a career doing music, I think.
What other bands would you like to tour with?
Coldplay.
Oh, me too.
For me, the list is insane. I mean, we're big fans of The Killers, we're big fans of Coldplay, a lot of Brit pop rock music. That's like more of our big thing. But I mean, I'm just happy that we're on tour with our friends and able to do that. I think that's pretty darn cool.
Well, The Killers are playing here in Madrid this
I know, I saw a big poster for Barcelona.
I wish I could go.
It's gonna be nuts. You should go.
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh my goodness. We've never seen them, so, you know. But don't have it in.
I saw them at Tempe in Arizona.
You did see them?
But it was through a fence.
Oh, that doesn't count if it's through a fence.
I saw faces.
Well, this year you have released an acoustic CD, right?
Yeah.
You self-released it, but you've had another album released previously by a record label. What's different for you between self-releasing or having it released by a record label?
Well, I mean, you have I mean, it's not to say that we didn't have control when we were on the record label, but you have a lot more control of the pace of how things function. Like, you get to release the music when you want to. You get to determine how it's packaged and how you're going to send it out there, and the things that you care about a lot, you have more control over. I think all musicians and artists are craving as much control. We're control freaks, you know, by nature, and I think that labels kind of hinder that in some ways. Some you know, can be very helpful in other ways, but in this case, it made it just easy to get it out there, and it's cool because it's more personal, I think, when it's that way sometimes, and that's, I think, how it was received. As the acoustic thing was something we wanted to do in between the last record, Son of Fire, and our new record that we'll be putting out.
So you prefer it?
It's not a preference as much as it's just a very different experience, I think. It's like comparing like two fruits that you like. That's a bad example, but that's...
It's definitely allowed us to like take our time on an album that we're working on right now, which will be a full length, and we don't have an artist relations commenting on every song, and it's like what the songs that we like, the songs that we felt were the greatest songs, are the songs that we use. So,
do you think your band has changed since you started?
Has changed?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, dynamically, I think it's still the same kind of thing. Like we still know each other's tendencies, so we know not to like step on each other's toes. You know, that's I think part of being in a band is like being in like a family. It's like knowing each family member, what motivates them, what, you know, drives them nuts, and staying away from the things that drive them nuts, and trying to keep everybody in a positive, you know, atmosphere. So I think over the years we've just experienced how to keep each other, you know, entertained and or positive about everything that we can, you know.
Yeah.
And what can we expect from this century in the future? Like, what are your plans?
New album, which should be out before the end of the year. We should be on tour this fall, but that will be in America, and then we're gonna try and play some other countries next year.
Yeah, the goal is to kind of get this record out. This was our kind of we had not toured for about a year, and then we did this U.S. tour a couple of months ago, and then we're doing this, and it's kind of our jump back into the pool of touring, because we kind of took a hiatus for a bit to try and figure some things out, and now we have a nice clean slate, and it's been great to see like people coming out to the shows and, you know, still want to see us perform, and now we're gonna get to do this record and tour, and it's really awesome.
And finally, what can we expect from your show tonight?
Oh, it's gonna be sweaty.
A lot of this.
The guys from the band said the same thing. Why is that?
Well, we just know that once you pack a room this size with everyone going for like 2.5 hours straight, it's gonna get real sweaty. It's gonna be great though. It's gonna be awesome.
Head to toe.
Yeah,
it's really gross.
I'll need a new shirt.
Okay. So thank you so much for being here with us, and we hope to see you here in Spain
Yeah, absolutely.
anytime soon.
Love to.